Well, pumpkin is everywhere each fall, but did you know it's more than just a delicious flavor? In fact, pumpkin spice is a skincare secret that's been hiding in plain sight. Steve, I can't believe it. You're in the Arc Lounge this morning with Anne, the owner of Spavia of Greenlake, and Amy Lynch, the lead esthetician. Take it away.
Yeah, it's kind of a secret, and I was telling you ladies, I've been looking forward to this segment all week just because I don't think a lot of people think about pumpkin spice when they're thinking about skincare routines, right? So, Amy, let's start with you, or Anne, I'm sorry, let's start with you and talk about some of the products here. Exactly what is Spavia? Explain what that is.
Absolutely, love to share. In 2016, we did open in the Greenlake community of Seattle. We are your neighborhood oasis, offering those resort-style amenities with the focus on affordability. In other words, we call it affordable luxury.
I like that.
Our guests do get to customize their experience, and we offer choices like massage lotion scent, music choice, level of conversation, and also beverage options. Our guests change in these lovely Spavia robes and sandals and can enjoy our retreat and indulge in a warm neck pillow and sip on a warm cup of tea. We truly are that place where our guests can spend that time to relax, recenter, and renew.
Okay, I want to go experience this now. I'm ready to be relaxed. So, have been wanting to know, just about some of the special things that pumpkin spice can provide. So tell us about what some of those are. There's an age-defying element with this too?
There is.
Okay, so what is that?
Especially with climate change and the changing of the seasons, your skin gets a lot drier, it gets warmer during the day, cooler at night. So with our pumpkin spice facial, it starts with a double cleanse. We really suggest, like during fall, you should switch to a cream cleanser that's exfoliating. So it starts with the Whip Foliant exfoliating cleanser and then the Make It Melt.
Okay.
They have all farm-to-table fresh ingredients, so there's nothing that's going to clog your pores.
Good.
It goes into closing the pores with toners. We have lots of serums that help with encapsulated time-released retinol, so that way it really helps plump up those fine lines and wrinkles. And it finishes, actually, we brought some of this. This is the Moon Dip, and this is a fantastic moisturizer. Yeah, so this actually, if you smear it around.
Oh, it smells good too.
It smells so good, but it's actually got a golden glow to it. It is a wicked light mousse that also is retinol and time encapsulated, and there's no need to be scared of the word retinol because it is professional ingredients.
And it does feel really smooth too.
It is.
That
it's
feels
extremely
really nice in the
light.
skin.
A little tiny bit will go a long way, so it gives you a really nice fall glow at the end of your facial as well.
I like that. I don't know if that picks up on camera pretty well, but that's really, really nice. I have noticed since we've sort of made the switch to fall, for me, I've noticed that the skin is a little bit drier, and I'm sure that has to do with some of the temperature or climate changes that we're experiencing.
With the seasons.
So when people are thinking about that seasonal change, what other things should they think about in terms of like skincare? Do you switch things up, and what should you do?
You should. And so that really what you should start with is anybody who's using something that was exfoliating type of cleanser during the summer, anything that was a little bit more grit, switch to a cream cleanser instead. It won't strip the skin of its natural oils and barriers, but still give that exfoliation that's needed. Also, don't use coconut oil. It clogs the pores. I know that's a really big thing. Don't believe everything that you see on TikTok and Snapchat, but we went to school for license, so we really know what's best for your skin with these professional ingredients. But for sure, start with a cream cleanser instead, not to strip the natural barriers of the skin.
You talked about the coconut oil and the use of that, and a lot of people
use it.
Look to things like TikTok for some of the trends and things to use and look for advice that way. What are some of the other like myths or things that people should do that maybe are out there on social media that people tend to look at?
Don't pick. A lot of people like to pick. There's a lot of those pimple popping videos that people like to watch too. Don't pick, don't irritate. There are
I'm guilty of doing that just this week.
Yeah.
I know I shouldn't do it.
Everybody does. Everybody does. Yeah. But there's more gentle ways to go ahead and do extractions as well. So there's certain tools, and steam is great. Steam will help bring out that hydration as well into your skin and help whatever products that you're using really penetrate deeper into the skin. So steam is great.
Okay. Perfect. I love that. So we hear you guys also have an ongoing collaboration with Mary's Place and a food drive
Yeah,
too.
I would
Tell
love
us
to.
about that.
I'd love to talk about that.
Yeah.
Spavia Cares is actually one of our core values. We believe in giving back to the community. We support the community. We do it all year long. We have, Amy can attest, we have many organizations that reach out to us, and we're happy to give every single time. In September, every September, Spavia Cares is moved to the forefront. And last month, yes, we did support Mary's Place with the food drive. If you don't know what Mary's Place is, they've been in Seattle for 25 years. They support women and families and really work hard to ensure that there's no child that sleeps outside. So if there's anybody that wants to support their cause, please go to marysplace.org and learn more.
It certainly is a fantastic organization. I'm wondering when somebody comes in to the spa and they hear about pumpkin spice and the impact that that can have on your skin, what are some of the reactions that you guys get initially? Be like, oh, you know, we think of PSLs, of course, and people getting the, you know, everything has pumpkin spice in it these days, but what's some of the reactions that you guys get from folks?
Well, pumpkin, it starts with our front desk even when they call. So everybody is educated on the products that are used, contradictions when making the appointments. We really go in depth with asking lots of open-ended questions to find out which facial is best for you.
Okay.
This one, being that it has anti-aging peptides, is a great for everyone. Everyone's looking for age-defying nowadays. But the pumpkin is specifically with some of the masks and the ingredients that are in them. Splendid Dirt is a pumpkin mask that is used in the pumpkin facial.
Okay.
And pumpkin is one of the strongest, most natural exfoliants that we can put with our skin. So it's going to really help penetrate into the skin, give yourself that fresh fall glow, and the scents go hand in hand with that. So we have pumpkin spice tea, you can get a pumpkin spice facial.
Fantastic. Just immersed in fall. And we should note too, really good for men as well. I mean, I'm obviously talking to you as a man, but really good for men too. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. I think I'm going to sign up to get a facial. What do you think?
So informational, Steve. I think you should. And I love how they said, don't follow the TikTok trends. Listen to the experts.
Yes, listen to these ladies.
They said,
Good
we
advice.
went to school for this.
Yes.
Thank you all.